Hello again. You join us as we continue our lovely little trip along the Shropshire Union Canal. We hope you enjoy watching and find it very relaxing. So let's get going on a very nice cruise. What's really wrong for us, I mean, anybody who thinks that you should have all the vegetation still growing at the sides, it's probably because of some environmental thing about protecting a species of some sort. But in the last few times we've been out, I fell down a hole what I couldn't see in all the vegetation, and as you've seen in a previous video, or some people will have, a lady stepped off, went into like a divot what she couldn't see with all the vegetation, and broke her leg in two places, and she won't be the only one. They talk about health and safety, and that's one thing what's not. If you can't see what you're jumping off into, then that can't be safe.
Hiya.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, not bad. You?
Not bad.
Now it's chilly, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we saw you yesterday, didn't
Yeah. Yeah.
Hiya.
we? It's a chilly one, eh?
Yes, yeah.
I love those horns. Where do you get those from?
Great difficulty from America, that one.
Bloody great, aren't they?
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, give me a go. I love them.
See ya. I love doing my videos and getting it all, you know, all looking nice, and I can't just throw out what you can see is quickly done. That's just not the way we are, but that's our choice. But we try to be realistic and honest about our feelings. Now, this is one thing what really annoys, well, it annoys us, and no doubt many other people who've got some, you know, there's not only us who looks after our boat, there's plenty of people, but then you have the clots, I'm calling them, who think nothing of when they start banging into boats, smashing into boats, not prepared to give way, playing chicken, that sort of rubbish, and they go smashing into a boat, and then half the time they just ignore it and just say, it's one of them things, we might do it again. That is so wrong, so wrong. It's not narrowboating, and take it from me, because we have done it for a long time, it's not a contact sport. You'll have your bangs and clangs, but at least know how to boat proper. That's the thing. There's so many people don't know how to boat. It's just a fact, and they go on about things, and you know, we don't know everything, but I think we've earned the right to know quite a bit. We've not just been doing 5 or 6 years, as you know. When you're in your 5th decade of boating, I think it's quite apt that you can say some things, and they'll have a bit of substance as well. So take it from me, if you're a boater or you're just watching, narrowboating cannot be described as a contact sport. That's a fact. We see more and more boats what are sank, and they'll never be recovered, you know, not by the people who own them. They'll be there for a long time until CRT do something about them. We're in this like 150-yard stretch here, and there's 2 what are sank, you know, the sunken, and both are fiberglass. Is it badly maintained boats? This is why it's happening. You know, not enough money to maintain the boats properly. Just seem to be on a more of an increase now. You've got to maintain and look after your boats, or you do get these accidents, you know, happening. The boats sink. Some people think fiberglass boats, well, they won't sink, they won't rust. But fiberglass boats can, you know, get something called osmosis, and if there's not anti-fouling and protection put on the underneath enough, all of a sudden water can seep in, and if the boat's left for a while, the next thing it sinks, and that can happen. So maintenance of boats is very important. I can't stress that enough, whether you're in a, you know, one of the fiberglass ones or steel ones. You've got to look after them, because they don't look after themselves, that's for certain. Just as we're going through bridge 36 here, another lovely turnover bridge. Would look better if all the weeds and everything were removed. But it is nice. And it's been here since the canal has probably, and very little maintenance. They are nice to turn over bridges, particularly when, you know, they've been looked after a bit by Canal and River Trust and the like. You can see what, you know, how very good they were for horses, and now it can just change over to towpath very easily. Yeah, very nice indeed. We'll finish the video at that point. We hope you found it nice and relaxing. It's always, you know, we always see things like boats being sunk. You know, that was 2 in 150 yards. But that's what happens. You know, you've got to maintain boats or they do deteriorate rapidly. Right, that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to you joining us next time. Ta-ra!